All right. We're live, everybody. Sorry for the wait. I was really busy stuffing my face, eating some ants on a log.
That chicken smells so good.
Carrot with peanut butter and raisins. You know, grade 1 stuff.
Babe. You see it?
Yeah. I know, I put that there.
It does kind of look fancy right there, doesn't it? That's good. Right there. You can probably go back a little bit more. Just because it...
All the stickers on the table.
No, but it's good. That's good.
All right.
There we go.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Who's in here?
I see there's 2 people. 1 like. Make sure to hit that like button on the way in. Joseph Relent. I can't read it.
Relantius.
Thanks for stopping in, man.
Hey,
I want to give a
Joseph.
shout out to my cousin Amber. She's been really supportive of my channel, and I hope you're here right now. I know you. If you are, you're on the PlayStation, so you might not be able to comment, but thanks for stopping in and
We're
showing
good, Joseph. How are you?
support.
Please don't use words like subscribe. I got you. There's just a lot of stuff that YouTube is deeming as spam. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that comment.
Nothing against you guys
Right.
at all.
But I just don't want this video to get marked as spam, you know? So.
YouTube makes its creators block certain things.
Yeah.
And due to the current climate of the way that people try and grow their channels, YouTube limits what you can say in a comment on someone's video. You can't say subscribe, sub, I got you. What's the other thing?
You can't do, you cannot do more than 2 emojis.
Yeah.
You can't do any type of bell emoji. There's so much. If YouTube thinks that you are trying to get people to follow you, like if you're begging for it, YouTube will mark it as spam. So you have to literally you know, when you go and subscribe to somebody's channel, a lot of you might not know that you might have it on private to where it won't notify somebody if you subscribe to their channel. So if you go into their channel and you don't leave any type of comment or nothing like that, then they don't know that you subscribe because you have it set as private. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot.
Well, we're here to talk about geocaching.
Adam's channel is a lot about everything, I think.
A lot of outdoors things.
He's got a weekly fire start challenge.
Every Monday.
There's a couple videos of Max and Gus.
Yeah, I have pets. I have spiritual things, outdoor stuff, DIY. Now we're adding live to it, which is going to be sort of just like topic driven.
Yeah.
And I'm only going to try and go on for an hour or so at first. Try to get a feel for it.
Oh, Adam. Amber's here. Adam Neely.
Awesome. Glad you're here. Shout out to my cousin Amber and her boyfriend, or I should say fiance. I was reminded earlier they have agreed to join in union, which is a good thing. And I seen the picture earlier with some stuff they were showing me. She had a ring on. That's what reminded me.
Wrong way, sorry,
congratulations, guys. I'm happy for you. And I'm glad you got us on the topic of geocaching.
Yeah, that was awesome. How did you go about, like...
What prompted you to go there to that location?
Like, did you know that it was a DNR one?
Like, did you go to the park and then find the cache, or did you look for the cache and then go to the park?
I don't know if you can search them like that. Like,
well, you can search like just in your area.
No, but I'm saying, like, can you search for a DNR cache?
Yeah, you can search by keywords.
Okay, so you didn't know that it was a DNR, like, set by the DNR?
I might have said that in the description.
Right.
Yeah, here's something else that we found when we were at that park where we found the path tag I showed you. Somebody left a stone on the ground nearby a cache. It says, I can't read it backwards.
It'll turn out all right.
Yeah, it'll turn out all right in the end. You'll see. And then it says Mrs. Potts at the bottom. And then on the back, there's actually a print of a pot on there.
I need to find out how to do that. Do that with my kids.
Yeah, there's the path tag again. 2 happy hikers. I believe Rosalind is familiar with them. They were all over. I mean, I was surprised to see them down here, having caches down here. But they go all over and drop caches. So
Should tell them about the bandana that they got.
Oh, yeah. My cousin Amber and her family found a DNR cache, and it had like a full-size bandana. It was Blaze Hunter Orange, and it had like various survival tips on it, like when you have hypothermia, like what symptoms you have for whatever your temperature is, and it had like basic fire starting tips, and there was like signals in there that you could leave on the ground if there was, an emergency, or if you were fine but you seen someone flying over, like kind of looking for stranded people, you could set the right message to tell them that you're fine. It was pretty sweet looking bandana. And they got some headlamps and a couple of wallets.
Yeah, I like the wallet.
So if you guys are interested in geocaching, like other than my cousin, I know you guys are, but if other viewers are interested in geocaching and you come across a DNR one, keep your eyes on it, because it seems as if they stock them regularly.
That's what I would think.
Or at least when needed. Oh, so you didn't even know it was the DNR. I just realized that now. I didn't read the full comment. That's cool, though. Maybe a DNR person just found it and threw a bunch of stuff in there.
Oh, that'd be kind of sweet, but do they really have that type of stuff on them like that?
They might. Especially if they were a geocaching DNR officer.
Right.
And they knew that they could sit there and drop logos of their stuff everywhere,
Yeah.
So I actually have my old bag. It's kind of been looted out and things have been grabbed out of it. I couldn't find one of my travel bugs, but
I'm gonna have to look for that.
We got a bag of loot that we take with us. It's just like standard things. Little clip-on beanie baby. We got a plastic heart case full of various cheap jewelry on chains.
Amber, which geocache app are you talking about? Because there is quite a few on there, and we use the CGeo app,
Yeah, but
and it shows.
we haven't cached in a while though, and I saw on Facebook
it's been having a lot
CGeo
of
had issues,
issues.
so I don't know if it works.
Yeah, but like, if you what do you do when you go caching? Do you go onto the website and log it, or like how do you go about doing that? Because the app will let you go in there and you can see all the caches on the map. You can have a list of them. You can there's a lot of stuff that you can do on that app, and then it'll show you where the app is, and you go to it, and then you can go in and log it right then and there, or you can do log later.
Yeah, if you don't have a signal, you can store the log and it will update when you go back into a signal. So we have some little toddler themed reading materials. It's a few Barbie books. They're 6-7 pages. And then a Clifford book.
Those are all Maddie's.
Yeah, well, we sort of cleaned out some of her old toys that she'd never played with.
We'll have to do that again this week.
And donated them to the swag bag.
Mm-hmm.
We got a shitty pin. Haven't yet placed this one somewhere appropriate. Yeah, I thought it would be good because a lot of people take their children out, and sometimes they're just learning how to read when they're doing that stuff. And
the poo pen, there was 4 of them, and we took all of them, but now we only have one. What she wrote. Oops.
Yeah, I can read it.
Oh, I forget that you can see that far.
Well, now that I'm leaning forward, I can, yeah.
But, no, I can't see it.
That sucks. We've got a little knick-knack alligator with a bow and arrow. Wearing a hat.
Did we get that cross that's in the truck hanging on the shift gear?
Yep.
The gear shift. It was that rubber yarn from back in the day where you would do the square stitch or square pattern, whatever on it. It was designed like that, but it was in the shape of a cross, so we just hung it on the gear shift.
Got a Cars themed toy that we put in there.
Are you laughing at the poo pen?
No, who, me?
No.
Oh, her.
I can read it right here. And
I wasn't looking at it. I was trying to make sure our loot's in frame. But yeah, this is just stuff we keep in here to trade. I actually picked this up while I was working one day. We had to go to a conference on fair housing. And they had all these pins with Martin Luther King Jr. on there. So I imagine it's sort of a rare pin, as in it was produced for a very limited amount of events. I found this in one. I have no idea what it represents, but I thought it was cool. Yeah, we definitely should go up there and go on
that. Or you can come down here. It works both ways.
We can go on a vacation. See what I did there?
Yeah, but we'd have to take Glenn with us.
Yeah, Glenn's got to get a little older before he can do that stuff. We got tiny people. some old shotgun shells that have been spent. I don't know. I like to pick them up.
We should go to that shooting range again.
Little alien man. And a bunch of dinosaurs. Got a bottle opener. One of the old school ones. Yeah. Poker chip. This is one of the cooler things that I found. It's like see-through glass with the design on the back. It says caution, I think. Yeah, and it's like yellow and then like OD green.
Yeah, you definitely got to put that bandana in the survival bag instead of giving it back out.
Yeah, I'd keep that bandana. In fact, everything you guys got in that, I'd keep. I mean, the headlamp, that's at least like a $10 value, depending on how good it is. Could be more. We keep an umbrella in the cash bag, just in case. And a few extra bags and rags and napkins and stuff like that to dry it off in case we find a wet cache. Oh, here's another one. I'm not sure what this is, but we found it. It's a pin, like one of the kinds of pins that you take that little piece off and you stick it to your shirt, and then stick this on the inside of your shirt. It's got like North America and South America, from what I can tell, and then like a face on it, maybe some initials or some weird shapes. I can't tell, not even without the crappy camera. But I thought that was a cool find. Papa Smurf. It's this like insanely cute Beanie Baby hard puppy. It's not soft like a Beanie Baby. Well, like it has fur, but it's like a hard figure, but it has the TY thing on the ear. It's an interesting little find. I've never seen one before. Says copyright TY China. Not sure exactly what this is for, but it's a Lightning McQueen thing and it stands up. Might be good for a themed cache. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the like little loot stuff that I have. I think I have like some kind of, I got a wooden nickel. I forget who it's from. We found it at one point. And then there's like a fake dollar bill with some weird stuff on it. I don't remember. It's in my truck, buried in my center console. But we can talk about some of the more interesting caches that we've seen over the years. It's to a nightlight. Huh. Well, that is news to me. But at least now I know what it's for. Huh. Interesting. I have to run out to the truck and try and find that stuff to remember who got me the. Seems like the wooden nickel had a clover leaf on it that I got. I think I found that one when I was with Rosalind. But I don't want to abandon everyone and run out to my vehicle and be out there for an hour trying to find something that is probably on the back in the floor or something, you know. But my wife and I went to a really cool one that we almost gave up on, and we almost didn't find it. I won't reveal any locations, but the cache itself, it was a multi-stage. Yeah. One of my exes introduced me into geocaching, but then like she was on the sketch all the time and I didn't see her a lot, so I just wanted to keep caching. And I was living with Linda and Lenny at the time, and Rosalind thought it was kick-ass because there's one at Center Lake, and we went and found that one. There's one at the end of 21 Mile. Like if you take a right out of their driveway and go down the dirt road and cross Mackinac Trail, there's like a dead end and you got to go left or right. There's one over there too. And after that, me and her, we cached quite a bit. And we went into Cadillac right behind G&D's. There's one by the chiropractor's office there on the corner behind the parking lot of G&D's. Well, I don't know. I heard they were moving, or where G&D's was, or maybe still is. I don't know. But yeah, we were over there with flashlights in the front yard looking all over. And at like 9 o'clock at night, and then the cops pulled up and were asking us what we were doing. And we told them what we were doing. And they're like, what the hell is that? And we explained it to him and told him that he could Google it to verify. And he's like, oh, well, you're illegally parked, so move your vehicle into the parking lot. So I was like, yes, sir. And I moved it into the parking lot. And he went on his way. But we did never find that cache. I have no idea where they had it hidden. Maybe it got yanked. If you guys do find it, let me know. But Taylor and I went to one not far from here, and it was a multi-stage where you have to follow the coordinates on your phone to one set of coordinates, and then that will, when you find the spot, the coordinates for the next stage are listed there, and you got to punch them in manually and then follow those coordinates to potential another place with coordinates, and so on until you get to the final stage where the cache is hidden. Well, we went to one, found the first one pretty easy because it was obvious there wasn't much there, where it could be hidden. I don't want to spoil it because one of the things I'm going to describe to you will narrow it down, but I don't want to totally give it away for you to be able to find it if you go there. But the second stage we looked and looked and looked and looked, and the only thing that kept standing out was this old fire extinguisher in a box on the outside of a shed near a baseball diamond. And it was like within 10 feet of that box. And everywhere else I looked, I couldn't find nothing. So I opened the box. There's a fire extinguisher in there, and it's dead. Like the gauge is at empty. I'm like looking at it, pulled it out, looked upside down, looked on the back, looked at the handle, looked at everything, and was looking for coordinates. Couldn't find any. And I just put it back, and I looked over the whole case and everything, and couldn't find it. And it was starting to get late, so we were like, screw it, we'll try again later. And we got in the car, and when we got in my truck, I know I said a car, but it's my truck, I looked at the hints one more time, and it says, look where you think you shouldn't look. I'm like, hold on, let me go try it one more time. And I hopped out and I ran back over there and grabbed that fire extinguisher, and I noticed it didn't have a pin in it. So I unscrewed it, started carefully unscrewing the top of the fire extinguisher, and it came right off. And it's literally just like any other spray bottle on the inside. It's got a tube that goes down to the bottom, and it's under pressure, so when you hit the lever, it comes out. But this was long, empty, and cleaned out. And when I pulled that out of there, that straw that goes to the bottom had the coordinates written on it in magic marker, and led us right to the final cache, hanging in a tree in a field somewhere. It was really, really cool to be this close from quitting and then figure it out. Yeah, it was really, really interesting. Some multi-caches are harder than others. Some of them require a lot of math, and sometimes you really just have to get out and go to the place before you'll understand what it's trying to tell you. It'll say, look for the yellow diamond, and you'll be like, what the and then it turns out it's talking about a street sign, or it'll say, if you have to stop here, go left, or if you have to, if you can go, turn right. You're not quite sure what that means until you get to a stop sign. You're like, oh, well, if I'm at a stop sign, I got to go left. There's been some really convoluted ones that we've had. But usually the multi-stage caches are the most rewarding. That's where we got that cache, or the path tag from. Was it Wallfield Park?
With your brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. An 8 mile?
Yeah, 8 mile and 37? Or is it 46?
Yeah, 37.
37.
46 is our lot number.
Well, there's also the other highway.
46 up north.
Yeah.
That's going into Muskegon or Cedar.
For a caching bag, you want it to be light. That's the most important thing. You don't want a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to weigh you down.
Especially if you plan on an all-day trip or something.
Yeah, and if you have a group, I don't know if you guys all stick together or if you break off into teams like we do when we have more than just us. When we take Bryce and Bryant, they'll split up with us. One will go with the other, and then we'll split up and compete. But if you have multiple members, split things up between everyone. That way there's less weight for individuals to carry. You're going to want to bring a bottle or two of water, maybe a couple snacks, and then Ziploc bags, Like say there's a really wet cache and you want to sign it, but you don't want the paper to become screwed. Bring paper, bring a bag, write a new cache log, and then put it in your nice high quality Ziploc baggie and put it in there, right in the wet cache. And then, you can mark later on your app that it needs attention if it's leaking. Bring a towel or two, some paper towels maybe, in a Ziploc bag, nice and dry. Those are things just to help you maintain the caches as you go along. If there's junk in there or if there's wet stuff, you can dry it off. Bring a couple of little trash bags because it's always good to cash in and trash out. Other than that, swag ideas, and swag is short for stuff we all get. You can just grab little knickknacks. I mean, I got army men in mine and like little toy dinosaurs and little like knickknack figures that you'd see up on someone's shelf on display, like the books and stuff. Might be good to include a med kit, just a little like first aid, Band-Aids, cortisone, sting cream type of stuff, a splint maybe.
Oh yeah, that is weird hair ties. Like didn't we find a tampon in one or something?
Yeah, I don't like stuff like hair ties.
And like you're not supposed to put like liquids in there or
wax,
candies.
Yeah, because wax and soap and candy will also draw in critters to eat. So if you see anything like that in there, you can either keep it or take it out and throw it away because it could ruin the cache. Yeah, we found a tampon in one, and what else did we find? It was by that one where the logging truck went over. What was the name of the cache? Like it was dedicated to when a logging truck flipped over on that road and went into the stream next to it.
You don't remember anything besides the name of the cache?
I just remember I know we found a tampon in there in the wrapper, but still,
right.
Not something you're gonna accept from an anonymous source. And I don't remember what else. But sometimes I find things like lighters or condoms, and well, that's not something really forbidden. I just think you should only place an item in a cache that you are expecting a 5-year-old to find.
Right.
And if you're gonna put in something for an adult, make it something like more valuable than a condom.
Right.
Or at least something useful. Yeah, I ain't trying to explain what a condom is for. Not right now. Or a tampon. People seem to think it's okay to put sugar packets and stuff like that in there too. But no, not good.
Don't put food in there in general. Like anything that has to do with food, don't put it in there.
But like it might be good to have a small emergency kit just in case someone falls and breaks their leg and you're too far to get them out or whatever, Keep a knife, several methods of starting a fire. Ferrocerium rods aren't that expensive, and they throw a good spark. Lighters, matches, magnifying glass wouldn't be a bad thing to keep in there. Kids that I found today that had little trades left. So my kids each goodies. Nice. Yeah, one of my favorite places to go geocaching is at graveyards.
Yeah.
Might sound morbid, but there's lots of good caches in the graveyards.
Lots of multi-caches. I really got into it.
And people tend not to bother you when they see you in a graveyard.
Right.
It's not a place where you go and somebody stops in and wants to interrupt whatever you're doing. So, and if there's a funeral there, try not to go in there geocaching. I mean, it's kind of common sense, but it's like doing one at a church while church is in session. The point of geocaching is to go in and not be seen. Yeah, graveyards are really good spots, and there's a lot of them. So, and in Michigan, it's a state law. You have to be out of a graveyard by dark. It's against the law to be in there after dusk. So, don't get arrested on some dumb shit, you guys. Yeah, state parks and stuff are other good places. There's a lot of stuff on state land too, but it depends on where you go. But pretty much anywhere you go, you're within at least 5-10 miles of a geocache, at least one. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, unless you're maybe in the air or at sea. I mean, technically, that's not the case. There's a geocache on the International Space Station. That's a fact. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't one in the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
That'd be cool. When we go with your dad, we should see if there's any caches.
Yeah, I thought about it when we were walking down that road, but all I seen was private property.
Right.
So, plus I haven't logged into CGO yet since I got the phone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to be on Wi-Fi when I do that. Yeah, I may or may not have to. I also broke a skateboard in a graveyard once. Of course, it's mostly because I was fat and sucked at skateboarding.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I think our premium is already up. It's only it's a year membership.
Yeah, and on top of that, I don't know if I want to send a bunch of people into the only little bit of woods that I have.
Yeah.
I mean, this is private property. I could probably talk it out with the owners and make it happen, but I mean, I go into the woods to get away from people.
Right.
And that's not a lot of woods.
No.
You can't go deep enough into it where you can't see out. So, plus there's a lot of kids in this park, and they like to break stuff. Unfortunate realities.
She likes the woods videos.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely get out and make some more. Maybe this weekend I'll just do a bunch of filming. That way I have stuff through the week if I don't have.
And you can stop going live.
Well, it's not cool because I can make content all day long, and get this many viewers, and then I go live for an hour and I get this many viewers. It's like, what the hell? All I'm doing is bullshitting when I go live.
Yeah, but you're actually having conversations with people.
Yeah. See, that's something I want to do is get out and geocache, because I got a body cam set up that I do. I got a video about it, so I don't need to get into it here, but it'd be cool to go out and geocache from a first-person perspective camera.
Hey, let's go out Saturday night.
All rainy and shit.
Look at the temperature. And look at
47.
Saturday night.
Oh,
This is rain and snow.
damn. No thanks.
Bye, Felicia.
You can send that order back. I want different weather.
Unfortunately, that's not how this works.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Unfortunately, right now, it's hard for me to get out and cash
Yeah.
with the situation the way that it is. But soon, it will be back in the cards. Little man is just he's still a stumbly, mumbly one. So we'll have to wait until he can at least talk a little bit and walk without tipping over. I don't want him to just like be walking along and then just whoop fall over into some pickers. I never want to go out in the woods ever again. You guys kind of got it good with like kids that are older right now. I know that comes with its own set of challenges, don't get me wrong, but being able to say something to your child and know that they understand you, that's really cool. I like that new theory they have. See, both our kids haven't quite upgraded to that level yet. Like, Madison's really good at just like letting the sound like hit her earlobe and then like slingshot around and come back out without even going in. I'd hate for her to like step into a hole and break her ankle because she's not paying attention. Yeah, they're just a little too young yet. I could get out and cash on my own, but my wife might leave me if I did that. As a joke. But I did get salty one time when she went to go claim a first to find without me. I was literally butthurt that she would do that without me. But she turned around and come back to get me, and before she got there, someone already found it.
I could have been an FTF. Ruined.
Yeah, there's a few different channels on there that do just geocaching. Checked them out a couple of times.
You know what I'd like to do?
Hmm.
My ear candles.
Yeah, should do it on a live.
On my own live? Yeah, we could. Yeah.
I'll light your ear candle on fire
And
for you.
And then you can just like tell me the comments or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I could have been an FTF. And I just love my husband so much that I came for him.
Yeah,
I came for him in the best way that you can come for somebody.
Come on now. And I don't think Damn It is going to get you any strikes on YouTube. I mean, I'm deleted if you want, but...
Damn it. Shoot, I kind of swore delete it. No, we don't delete things here.
Only certain things.
How long have you been on?
45 minutes almost.
So can we say that in another 15 minutes we'll wrap it up? Or so?
Yeah, I was only wanting to go on for about an hour, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's my goal. I have like sweat particles in my eyes. I was racing the kids going down the slide, and I'd sit down and they'd push me and I'd be like out of breath. So Courtney was like, I only did 2 laps around the playground. It's only like a 24 by 24. Like, it's not very big at all. I'm out of breath. I feel like I walked 100 levels up the stairs.
Well, the more you do it, the easier it should get.
I sure hope so.
Got some chicken in the oven right now. Smells like bomb. I threw a couple of little potatoes in there on the top rack too.
Tits is never a bad word.
Yeah, tits give life.
I mean, you can say penis and vagina.
Hey, you just can't say subscribe. That's bad.
We've been teaching Madison, well, not really, but when she makes comments about things, she knows what a penis and a vagina is.
You know?
A vagina.
Yeah. This whole time I've gone without a smoke, and it's time to end that.
Where are your smokes?
I don't know.
Right here next to you.
Oh my goodness, really? Can you believe that? Hey, thanks for stopping in, you guys. We love you too.
Yes.
We'll be on for another 15 minutes or so, maybe.
Yeah.
Just chatting.
And then we're going to go into mine.
Yep, then
It'll be a little while after, like at least a half hour or so.
Yeah, she'll go live and we'll do that for a while and then we'll be out for the night. So if you guys are crashing, all right, sweet. Well, I'm glad to have you until the end at least.
I'm putting my, under your name, my link.
Right on.
To my channel.
That's her channel, so she'll be going on a little bit later tonight if you want to stop back in.
I'd honestly say probably around 11, just because it's 10:30 right now, so we need to get ourselves situated before we do that.
Yeah, you see now at this point we're coming at you from Told Ya Studios. That's Tree of Liberty Digest. Yeah. Told you.
Amber, you need to go and watch his live from last night. It was so funny. He was so cute doing that. Okay. I don't even...
I so will. But yeah, we have to switch everything over to a totally different command center to do hers. So
a different command center, really?
Yes.
The same laptop into a different profile.
Right. It's total recalibration of gears and physics, and chakras need to be realigned. It's a big deal.
Rosalind is a mutual friend.
Yes, she does have her own YouTube. She just goes by her name, Taylor Hundley. So she does a lot of vlogs.
Yeah.
She just likes the one-on-one time. So a lot of lives. She's been doing lives a lot longer than me. So I think I might be rescheduling myself. I've been uploading daily for over a month now. And it's getting to a point where I may or may not run out of content unless I have the ability to not do what I'm required to do, or to make time outside of what I'm required to do. So I might be dropping down to maybe just during the week instead of 7 days, maybe 5, or maybe go down to like 3 days a week with a live on the weekend or something like that. I don't know if I can sustain daily uploads for much longer, especially getting into the busy season with work and dealing with shuffling the children's around and making sure that my mom doesn't get too overworked taking care of them. She loves them to death and she wants to spend all the time she can with them, but she's got that fibromyalgia and arthritis, so it's hard for her to be chasing after them constantly while I'm off filming YouTube videos. Well, yeah, I'm open to ideas from my fans. If you guys want to see something, throw it up there. I need all the help I can get as far as ideas. I try to just do the things that I know, but I'm not opposed to trying something that I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine the kind of pain that she's in because sometimes she can't barely move. Other times she's damn near like going into seizures, like from shaking from the pain.
Yeah, it's happened a few times.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't even know like anything to help it, or else I would throw that out there, but I have no clue. Yeah, you do post a lot of stuff on Facebook about having headaches a lot and like strange, unexplainable pains. And that's exactly what my mom deals with the fibromyalgia. Like one day her freaking leg will be shooting pains down, and the next day it'll be her arms, or she'll be having freaking migraines. You saw that, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I tagged my dad.
Oh,
He caught it, right? Like, what a pimp.
right. That had to have been empty.
Yeah,
Ain't
even
no
so,
way.
a keg empty still weighs like 50
Right.
pounds.
Right. Like, I've carried full kegs before. Well,
They're heavy.
not carried them, but like gotten them to where they need to be, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know what causes it or what helps it either. And that's the shitty part. Like, I try to help people when they're in pain. Sometimes, a simple remedy works the best, but I'm not even sure what causes fibromyalgia. My mom used to go out and geocache with us a lot when I first moved this way, but she'd always get tuckered out before the end of the trip and not. She'd choose sometimes to either sit in the truck or go out and look. Yeah, I hope they come up with some kind of breakthrough in that, because when you're in so much pain that you just want to black out and sleep, you can't do shit. I mean, I've been there a few times with tooth pain. Like, literally force myself to hyperventilate until I pass out just to avoid more pain. I had to do that once when my wisdom teeth broke in half. That's what I'm talking about, though. Is at least your kids are a little bit older and can do more things like that. That's a blessing right there. They're starting to come around to where they can take care of you if need be, instead of the other way around. But you got to get through that beginning few years before you can really, see that aspect of parenthood.
Madison asked me yesterday if I was going to put a pull-up on before we went to school. You need a pull-up, Mom? He's like, no. She's like, why? I said, I need underwear. I'm a big girl. No pull-ups.
She's in the asking questions and asking why stage right now.
Yeah.
She'd be like, why are you blowing on that? Because it's hot. Why?
Why are you looking at me? And the other day kept going, she kept saying something. I was like, why? And finally she was like, can you stop asking me why, Mom? Now you know how. What was she calling me this morning? A butt? A crack butt?
I don't know.
Something that was pretty fucking funny, but she was saying it wrong. I can't believe I forgot. What's your time on there?
57 minutes. Yeah, kids really bring the light out, even if you're having a shitty day or you're in pain. We are lucky to have them.
Yeah. All right, so in like 2.5 minutes, we're going to be getting off of here, give or take. We need to get ready for my video. I'm going to post the link again in the chat, so if you guys want to check it out, you're more than welcome. We're going to do my ears. I got some ear candles from Meigers the other day. So Meigers. I saw a thing on Facebook the other day that said Myra and Aldi do not have an S at the end. That's normal.
Neither does Save a Lot.
All right, I'm about to post it in the. I don't know why it keeps holding it for review. I'm about to post it in here right now.
Link must be one of the words.
So when you posted that, it came up on our screen. It said this message has been held for review. We don't do that. Like YouTube automatically does that. So I don't know. Or it could have been vids.
Yeah, but we had to go in and manually block when they said subscribed earlier.
Right.
That's weird.
YouTube is I haven't really searched into it, and I think I do because I need to, just because there's so many things that so many different channels are saying that you can and cannot do. Like when I was just on Mary Jane's channel, I said, please don't say the S word. They were all making fun of me. I'm like, that's what I've heard from other channels. I haven't gone and researched it myself, but I've heard from other people, and I just I'm not trying to be mean to somebody. I just want them, I don't want them to get booted off of YouTube.
Right.
So I guess at some point this weekend, probably I'll look into it and see what exactly the rules are.
Well, we talked about geocaching a little bit, and maybe next time we'll get into it a little bit more. Yeah. It's kind of a spur of the moment idea tonight, so thanks for stopping in, you guys.
Maybe Maybe we can do like a weekly type of live on your channel.
Yeah.
And you can still go live whenever, but
Right.
set a night that you will always go live.
Right. Like I set Mondays for my
your
Fire Star challenge. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll do those live. Maybe that's something that will be more interesting. That way you can see me when I screw up and have to do it over and over again.
And edit it out of the video.
Well, sometimes I do that, but only when I'm not prepared.
Was it the other day when you were filming that video and you were like, "Welcome to the Tree of Liberty"?
Yeah, and I messed up.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, okay."
Cut.
Right. Start over. You just left it in there.
Yeah, but I added before it said deleted scene.
Right. Or that, I like that one, the dash cam one, and at the end, when your mom had tried calling you, it stopped recording.
Oh.
And you put looking for a feed or video stream or something, and then you're like,
technical
stream.
difficulties, ending stream.
Right. All right,
guys, we've been on here for over an hour, so we're gonna get off. We love you guys. Thanks for stopping in.
I am gonna
Shout
put my
out
link in one more time. I know
Shout out to my cousin Amber and her family. We love you guys, specifically you guys. So thanks for stopping in.
Come stop in, like literally. Sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna stick some candles in her ears and light them on fire. So could be interesting.
Not my ears, the candles.
Maybe. Love you guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.
See you guys later. Bye.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yes, thank you for your support.